A homeless girl asks for coins to help her have breakfast. A couple passes by and the woman continues asking for coins, and then the young woman slaps her in the face and says that it happened because she got in her way, so turns to calling her disgusting, and the man supports her, says that she deserved it. Soon after that, the homeless woman realizes that there is a note said, "Help me, call the police." Then the woman realizes that the girl needed help and despairs of not having a cell phone and runs for help from some cop. The woman explains that she points to the young woman stating that she needed help, but the policeman says that everything seems to be normal, but she insists that the young woman is against her will because otherwise she would not ask for help with the note asking to call the police. The policeman asks for help so that she distracts the couple so that he himself can frame it because otherwise would not act without evidence. The woman continues to insist that the young girl really needed help. The policeman asks him to listen and do what he said because without proof he had nothing to do. The woman says that it would not help but would try. The woman comes back to distract them by asking for a simple coin, but the man asks her to realize that they will not give anything and asks if she wanted to take another slap in the face, and she insists, but the man says he had not changed any, asking not to insist, but she continues insisting, saying buy a simple coin because they seem to be well of life. The man says to listen that there is no coin and points to a group of people saying that they did have coins. The woman insists that she was snoring her belly and he asks her to stop asking because it was already irritating, so pushes her angrily, but she continues asking for a simple coin. The man then loses his patience and throws water on her, saying that he receives what he deserves. The woman says that she just needed a coin and that it was not necessary to push it or wet it because it was an ugly thing. The man leaves for aggression and his wife decides to run from it, and without wasting time the man runs behind. The policeman asks what was happening and she questions where he was because he managed to unlock the couple while the young woman ran away, but the man ran after. The policeman asks not to worry because it would reach them, but the woman holds him, saying that he turns around because the young girl would go out the back while the man herself would take charge. The policeman questions what she would do and the woman says that had a plan. Then the woman wipes herself with damp cloths she had in her bag. Then she changes clothes in the street. Choose a dress for something more formal and flashy, having idea that employee somehow keeps all your stuff, and runs to realize his plan that was in his mind. In another scene we saw the man calling for his wife, screaming for her all over the park but not finding her. Then the woman approaches the calling and the man asks what he wanted and questions his clothes, but the woman asks if he would have liked. The man is distracted while the woman takes a walk. Then the man admits that she was really beautiful and explains that even so needed to find his wife. The woman questions why would run after her since she is not around and does not want it, and could be together and go out to drink something, so see if it would end up trying something interesting. The man denies, saying that as much as it would be interesting to look for his wife, the woman who was with him, thus stating that he would find her, and when he finds she would hear a lot. The woman asks him to wait and is worried about the man do harm to the young. The young woman says that the man would not find her, more assuring that he escaped, but is frightened by the policeman who asks him to wait. The young woman asks what she did because she scared her, explaining the reason for being stopped because she did nothing, and is insecure, thinking it is the man's thing, but the policeman denies, explaining that came to help because a woman she asked for help came to look for him, and the young woman says that everything was fine, pleases and tries to leave. But the policeman holds her. He asks her to wait because he could accompany her to a safe place, and she denies, saying she was already well, saying she could go, but the policeman says that the man she was after could be dangerous, and she states that she knew how to protect herself. The man surprises her and pulls her, saying she would go with him, but the policeman questions him because he would not let a finger report on her. The man says he would not be able to report a finger on the young woman, and the woman approaches, saying she was lying again. The man is surprised to be the woman again and questions as she explains what was going on, saying that when she was asking for coins sitting, the young woman left a note asking to call the police, and since that time was following the two to prevent something bad happen to the young woman. The man asks the young woman about what she said to the woman. The young woman says it was the same because she could not stand to be together because he forced her to be together and always locked inside the house, being a sexist and hated him. The police officer says that would have to accompany him for being accused of a crime. The woman claims that she was being pressured while he abuses arresting her. The man says he knew she was crazy but now overstepped, stating he had all the evidence on the phone. In the audio, the young woman says that the man would have to do everything she sends because otherwise he would never see his own son, and compliments, saying they would meet in the same place as always, and if he did not do what he was told, he already knew that he would always be stuck to her, so saying goodbye with mockery. After the audio, the man questions who would be the crazy of the story. The young woman replies that he was a hypocrite and that she was sorry to have involved and yet to have a child with him. The woman questions what she was talking about while the young woman asks why she is meddling and to be quiet before she repeats the slap in the face. The woman who tells her to shut up because she was running to help her while she forbids the man to see his own son. And if she just wanted to resolve these conflicts, what was the reason for coming to the park and leave a note accusing the man? The young woman claims that she wanted the abuser to be arrested so he would not have the opportunity to meet a new woman and have a girlfriend, and the woman questions whether she was crazy. The man questions his lines because he was completely crazy, so asking the policeman to react and help him because he just wanted to see his son. The policeman asks not to worry, because if the man is the father of the child, he would have all the right to CeeLo, and if she is finding it bad, she would have to settle in court. The woman tries to assault him while the cop takes her with various complaints, saying that he would regret. The man calms down and tries to leave, but the woman asks to wait, explaining that she knew she was wrong, but the young woman asked for help, and being a woman they would have a sensitive heart, so thinking that she was mistreating, making clear that she was wrong and asks for forgiveness. The man asks him to be quiet because he realized that she is a good person with a big heart. The woman adds that now she knows that the only thing he wants was to see his son, so wishing good luck because he realized that he is a very good man. The man thanks and asks about the subject they talked about before was still standing. The woman says it was not a throw because he invented all that to save the girl but would accept to be asked out. The man answers agrees by proposing to meet at the same place tomorrow with an appointment, thus praising her for being very beautiful in the dress, and she is embarrassed, thanking. The man says he was arranged and would rush to see his son. She agrees and says goodbye, and first of all introduces themselves.